dear Rotary International Director and President Maloney's District 2430 Conference Representative, Birpi Onkala, dear Rotary International Past Director, Şafak Alpay and Deniz, dear ambassadors, dear my classmate governors Nezih Bayındır and Fatih Akçiçek, and spouses Belkıs and Yeşim, dear governors, dear district team, in other words, bridge team, assistant governors, district committee chairs, my connecting dynamic club presidents, fellow Rotarians, Rotaractors, interactors, partners, and all distinguished guests. We thank you all for your attendance to this Zoom meeting. My wife Feza and I welcome all of you with due respect and endearment. I would like to thank to 2019 and 20 Rotary International President Mark Maloney, who has led a life full of and contented with Rotary without any boundaries in service, and to his spouse Gay, who has always accompanied Mark with her energy and smile, which has not only motivated Mark, but also us. I thank you both on behalf of myself, my wife, and all of us being together with us and confirming our invitation on April 6th by responding in 2 days and confirming their participation. I also want to say that all our club presidents from outside Turkey, Sevgetuallah, Pamir, Fuat, Ayla, Altınay, Bayan, Tim, Akina, Hamid, have also joined to this meeting, as well as the club presidents in Turkey. And also the Rotarians and the governors from District 2020 and 2024. I thank to all of you. And now, my spouse Feza will address to all of you.
Hello, dear Mark and Gay. I am very glad to see you again, and we are pleased to welcome you both. We wish to welcome in Turkey physically. However, we cannot do because of coronavirus, but at least we see each other. Dear Rotarians, Rotaractors, Interactors, my friends, thank you very much of joining to this Zoom meeting and not leaving us alone. Unfortunately, we are unable to hug each other as we used to, but at least we see each other now. We welcome all of you and wish to return to our normal life soon and meet at healthy days. All my best wishes and regards to all of you.
Thank you very much, Feza. In the meantime, Erin Maloney, Mark Maloney's sister, is with us. Welcome, Erin. İnci Tarzi is together with us also, wife of your classmate, Mark Shahab Tarzi. Welcome, İnci Hanım. İnci Hanım, hoş geldiniz. Dear friends, as we Rotarians do every year, having started a new term with great excitement and desire this year, we have set out on our path for the Rotary International 2019 and 20 term with the intention of giving our communities and humanity the best we can as to touch those in need, at least to a certain extent. Before I proceed with my talk, I thank past President Sedat Bircan, who translated the speeches into Turkish and English, vice versa, and also our district trainer and past director governor, Malik Aviral, who is celebrating his birthday today, who has always been by my side, guiding me and generously sharing his experience and knowledge. And to Assistant Governor Cengiz Turgay, who providing us with a technical support in today's program, and my district bridge team. I want to underline that we continue to work on our scheduled projects physically until COVID-19 coronavirus set in, that is, until March 14. Let me give you a few notes about our term. Rotaractors and our partners got involved in the committees. Being established in 1982 as a first Rotaract club, dispersed in 5 countries, have currently 1,019 members, compared with 900 members at the beginning of our term, increasing by about 13%. Recently, one Rotaract Club has been established, Beysükent Rotaract Club, and another one is in the process of establishment and will be established soon. Furthermore, the missing requirements have been completed for Rotaract Club at Nazarbayev University in Kazakhstan. The number of Rotaractors taking part in district committees now at about 18. Being initially established in 1994, the number of our Interact clubs today is 33 with 606 interactors. There were 101 clubs at the 1st of July, 4 new clubs added, and 332 new members joined to our district, including Satellite Club in Almaty, Kazakhstan. I have almost completed visiting all our clubs as of December 31st, 2019. While visiting clubs, Feza and I continued attending the club projects such as Youth Exchange, RILA, Rotary Community Corps, and TLG, Community Leaders Coming, and Polio Plus. Now we are supposed to show you a kind of one film related with about the Polio Plus in Silifke. We dived about, say, 6 to 10 meters just to bring the attention of the public to polio. Drawing oil painting contest was held and the awards were distributed. Thanks to Pest District Governor Müfit Metin for his contribution and Başkent Rotary Club on behalf of Connecting Dynamic Club President Sefa Baloğlu. Run Anatolia, One Youth, One Life project was realized in Antalya. There's also one film related with about this Run Anatolia, One Youth, One Life project. This video is about 2 minutes just to give you about what had been done in Antalya in this year. This is the project continued for years, and now the clubs in Antalya may finalize this project with the support of all the other clubs. I really appreciate the help for this work. Rotaryenler omuz omuza. Gençlerin geleceği için 1 Mart'ta Antalya'da koşuyoruz. Koşmaya hazır mısın? Desteğe hazır mısın? Geleceğe hazır mısın? Haydi hep beraber.
Gençlerin geleceği için 1 Mart'ta Antalya'da koşuyoruz.
Yardımseverlik koşullarında bireysel olarak attığımız adımlar, kimilerinin bedensel engellerine ve sağlık hizmetlerine destek olurken, kimilerinin de daha iyi şartlarda eğitim almalarına olanak sağlıyor.
Adımlarımızı atarken sorunun değil, çözümün bir parçası olmak istiyoruz.
Bir insana iyilik yapmak, bir insana dokunmak, Hele ki bir gencin eğitimi için umut olmak, inanılmaz bir mutluluk.
Merhaba, biz Bursalı Rotaryenler olarak bu yıl da yine Antalya'da iyilik peşinde koşuyoruz.
Kız öğrencilerimizin hayatın her alanında eşit birey olarak bulunmasını önemsiyoruz.
Bu yıl Anatolia'da çocukların ve gençlerin eğitimlerinin yarıda kalmaması için biz de koşuyoruz.
Gençler adımlarımızla güçlensin, dünya değişsin. Geleceğimiz için, gençler için haydi hep beraber.
Hello. Well, I believe because of, as far as I see, we reached the figure of 1,000. I believe because of the amounts of the participants, there might be some technical problems of these videos. I apologize on behalf of our technical team. Well, Trabzon, I will continue. Trabzon Ortahisar Rotary Club and Erdemli Rotary Clubs have been established by March 14. I would like to thank Governor's Special Representatives, Murat Turan and Orhan Özbaba, for the efforts that they put in establishing Trabzon Ortahisar Rotary Club and Erdemli Club. Accordingly, and along with Mersin Akdeniz Rotary Club President Bahar Tufan, Trabzon Rotary Club Connecting Dynamic President Esma Bak, and club members, as well as Erdemli Rotary Club Connecting Dynamic President Hashim Giz, and club members are with us. Welcome. In the meantime, we have initiated to establish the Tashkent International Rotary Club in Uzbekistan and applied for registration officially. We are awaiting approval from the Ministry of Justice of Uzbekistan. Since Uzbekistan undergoes a curfew at the moment, there has been a delay. Nevertheless, we hope to receive a reply by the end of June so that we will be establishing Tashkent International Rotary Club. Dear Rotary International President Mark, had COVID-19 coronavirus phenomenon not taken place, I would be able to inform you of the establishment of this club for which you are in pursuit of this term. I would like to thank Assistant Governor Emil Hasanov and Governor's Special Representative and 2022-23 District Governor-elect, nominee designate, Emre Öztürk, for the tremendous efforts they put in establishing this club. Ümit Aripjanov, who will serve as the founding president of the club, has been established, when it has been established, is with us, along with our Uzbek friends, the potential members of the club here. Welcome, Ümit. In addition, we established a satellite club in Almaty, Kazakhstan. I would like to thank Altınay Vesiyembeva, who is currently the president of Almaty, for her efforts. And she is here with us. Welcome, Altınay. Moreover, this satellite club is being the very first in our District 2430, which is outside Turkey. Also, Astana Rotary Club is in the process of organizing a new club in the city of Atrau, and Connecting and Dynamic Club President Bayan Toike Bayeva and Governor's Special Representative Tim Wound are with us. Welcome. It's very nice to see you in this meeting. If only COVID-19 phenomenon hadn't occurred, I was going to give good news to you, dear President Mark, about the establishment of these two new clubs outside Turkey. However, now I am willing to give you another piece of good news. Bafra Kızılırmak Rotary Club has been established. I am announcing this first time here. I want to thank Emin Bahri Uğurlu. He is here and spent tremendous effort to establish this club. The club has received a charter and also started to work. The members of the club also, the newly established Bafra Kızılırmak Rotary Club members are also here in this meeting. Welcome. In the meantime, we have started working on organizing a set of new clubs, namely Kars, Ürgüp, Mardin, Göreme International, Mersin International, and one in Tajikistan, in the hope that we will be able to hold their charter ceremonies in May and June respectively. However, our dismay, we are unable to complete our plans due to travel restrictions resulting from COVID-19. Nevertheless, we continue to get on with our work, except for the fact that we cannot physically come together. But we continued our work. Coronavirus never stopped us. ROFIFE, Rotary Short Film Festival, were realized in virtual reality and avoided those concerns. I would like to thank both ROFIFE Committee Chair Öztuna Norman and Gaziantep Sığırma Rotary Club for their efforts. Thank you very much. Uluslararası Rotary 2430. Bölge Rotary Kısa Film Festivali ödül töreninde 2430. Bölge Federasyonu Başkanı olarak sizleri eşim Feza ile birlikte sevgi ve saygıyla selamlıyorum. Thank you very much. On the occasion of celebrating the centenary of establishment of our National Assembly, incorporated with the National Sovereignty and Children's Day, we held the award ceremony of the painting contest for children on April 23rd. I wish to thank the organization committee and the members of Beysukent Rotary Club members on behalf of Club President Ogün Çiçek. This was also a project after the conference, after COVID, during the COVID period. Also, as I mentioned, there was also the children's painting contest. I don't know, Cengiz, will it be able to show this or not? I will continue because I'm trying to finish this on time, just because of this, if there isn't a possibility.
Dear Governor, please go on.
Okay. And also there is Entrepreneur Women Project, GİKA, which was realized by Karadeniz Rotary Club via Zoom, where women participants were awarded with tablets, and the training sessions were also done over Zoom. Zoom was a part of our work before COVID-19. We had already informed our clubs about the use of Zoom before our term started at PETS and Assembly on 10th and 14th of April 2019. And then I started to attend the Zoom meetings. I had started to attend Zoom meetings with our clubs. We organized club meetings, even with Bakü Azar Rotary Club in Azerbaijan. At this moment, Club President Fuat is with us. Welcome, Fuat. Many of our clubs have started participating in Zoom meetings now, and currently our clubs hold their regular meetings and new member initiations, ceremonies, granting vocational service awards like via Zoom. Today, I joined also, yesterday and today, I joined also one new membership ceremony. Yesterday, it was Konya Meram Club, and today was Kızılay Rotary Club's new membership ceremonies. I congratulate new members. They are also together with us. Apart from this, we organize moral uplifting rides over Zoom. Last week, for example, a famous producer, composer, singer Ali Kocatepe, together with his wife Aysun Kocatepe, performed a duet for us. Also, because of coronavirus, we are helping those in need through our clubs by providing them with sanitary cabins, masks, overall test booths. The amount of contribution of our clubs, I'm very pleased to announce that, reached to 1.6 million Turkish liras. I thank to all of the clubs in the district. Our past district governor Hakan Karaalioğlu's company designed, produced, and donated 10 test cabinets in which 5,000 tests can be performed. The company also offers the know-how of the design free of charge to those who want it. At the start of our term, by generous contribution of our clubs and our members, we had created a disaster fund, completely independent of the district budget, to be used on the case of disasters. We used this fund in Akçakoca flood disaster and earthquake in Elazığ, together with donations accumulated in this fund and our share from our district budget, as well as the contribution our Governor-elect Serhan Antalyalı's budget. I thank to him. We purchased and delivered the ventilator with a price of $14,750 within 3 days, upon request from Baskanı University Hospital. In addition to this, we now developed a remarkable global grant project related to COVID-19 coronavirus, a breath, 1,000 lives. The project will enable us to purchase ventilators that are in a great need at the moment. We have created a budget of $285,000 with the contribution of our clubs, our DDF, international clubs and DDFs, and most importantly, I want to underline this, most importantly, with the contribution of Rotary Foundation, of whom we are proud of, without whose strength and support nothing can be achieved. Lives will be saved with these ventilator devices. However, time is crucial. Each passing day, if there is no required medical treatment, we are likely to confront loss of many lives. The creation of this budget was completed within a period of 1 or 2 weeks. We are awaiting the Rotary Foundation's approval of this global grant project. Your contribution and support, dear President Mark, is very important to us and to patients who need it. Thus, I want to put this into your kind attention. In addition, we have experienced in today's divided life, world has shown that it is imperative that countries build a bridge within them to fight against the shared enemy. For instance, today, the Republic of Turkey has sent medical equipment aid to many countries. about 50, namely the US, the UK, Italy, Spain, Ireland, including China, and several others in Europe, Asia, Africa, and South America. Dear President Mark and Gay, I also owe you thanks because you had earlier promised to join us in Rota Beste, Turkish classical music composers competition on March 21st. And you did not cancel your travel plan until the last minute when the US banned all flights in and out of the country. I therefore express my appreciation to you and Gay on behalf of my district 2430. Rota Beste Committee Chair Teoman Şeşen did an amazing job in realizing this activity. Thank you, Teoman. By taking this opportunity, Feza and I wish you, to Gay, and all participants to this Zoom meeting, a healthy life with peace and tolerance, with embrace and grow in numbers without losing ones, as we said. Let's do it all together under the same umbrella, and thank you.
Thank you, dear Governor. Thank you, dear Governor. I'm sure there would be a huge applause for the success of your year if this were a conventional meeting. But since everybody is mute, we can only see the pride on the participants' faces, which are now about 1,000, by the way. As you have just mentioned, this is the physical limit of this room, this Zoom room. So thank you for all the participants. Now I'd like to invite our honorary guest and speaker tonight, Rotary International President Mark Maloney. Mr. President.
Merhaba. Good evening, fellow Rotarians. I know that this is an unusual way to meet, but these are unusual times, and we are certainly doing our best to meet the Rotary Action Plan goal of increasing our ability to adapt. As the COVID-19 crisis began to impact the world, country by country, Rotary's way of reaching out hand to hand, person to person, had to be put aside. But our powerful need to connect with each other has never waned. As I have watched the many ways you and all within the family of Rotary have connected the world with your actions and your compassion, I have never been prouder to be a Rotarian. The COVID-19 global pandemic continues to threaten our health, our safety, and our way of life. But while this crisis is serious, we know that this challenge is a temporary state. We will get through this by working together and taking care of each other, just what Rotarians do. I know this because Rotary connects the world. And you know, that has never been just a slogan for me. I really believe it. Rotary connects the world is a description of how and why Rotarians achieve so much. We invest in relationships. We make decisions grounded in evidence. We know how to mobilize our networks to create solutions that last. And we are always learning from our experiences in projects, clubs, and careers. In early March, my wife, Gay, and I had just finished traveling through Zimbabwe and were in the United Kingdom when the first wave of COVID-19 travel restrictions started to take hold. We were all set to continue our connections through Europe, ending up and including to Izmir and Ankara. But we knew that we had a higher duty. We had to model public health behavior. Throughout the fight to end polio, Rotary has shown what we can do when we draw on our collective strength to improve global public health. We have created solutions that match the people they serve. We have evaluated the results to learn from our successes and setbacks. Our partnerships have played a critical role bringing us to this point. The fight to end polio is led by the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, which includes Rotary, UNICEF, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the World Health Organization, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and governments of the world, with the support of many others around the globe. Because of our global leadership, people look to Rotary for leadership in the area of public health. And we felt a special obligation to follow the advice of the World Health Organization and to curtail our public meetings and travel at that time. Since that time, Rotary has made a number of difficult but essential decisions to model behavior and protect the health of our members. Most difficult of all, we felt it necessary to cancel the 2020 Rotary Convention in Honolulu. But we have now made plans to share some of the great programming we had planned for the Honolulu Convention across the world in the form of a virtual convention. And that virtual convention will be conducted on the 20th to the 26th of June. And everyone, all Rotarians and others, are free to participate. Our Rotary Action Plan calls on us to increase our ability to adapt. For clubs, that means finding new ways to connect and meet. We are looking to you for innovation and are eager to share your best ideas. Please take the time in these online meetings to determine how your club can help us through this crisis. I know that we will rise to this moment because we are people of action. But what does that mean for us and all the organizations around the world that partner with us? We answer that in our vision statement. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. What does this statement mean in difficult times like these? We see a world where people unite. Rotary connects us to people we would never otherwise have met, who are more like us than we ever could have known. It connects us to our communities, to professional opportunities, and to the people who need our help. And we connect people however we can. If meetings and handshakes are not possible, we will connect by video conference and virtual high fives. We take action to create lasting change. Rotary connects us with fellow Rotarians. We have the ability to turn inspiration into real and lasting change. We have that ability because of who we are and because of what Rotary allows us to do. Polio Plus is a great example. Not only are we helping to rid the world of polio, we have left behind public health resources across the globe that are helping to battle the COVID-19 pandemic. Rotary connects us across the globe. In Rotary, none of us is an island. Whoever we are, wherever we are from, whatever language we speak or traditions we follow, we are all connected to each other and members not only of our clubs, but also of this amazing global organization. Even as we pull back on global travel, Rotary's global outlook remains steadfast. Rotary connects us with our communities. We understand the needs of our neighbors in substantive, meaningful ways that so many others pass by without noticing. In the process, we forge sustainable projects, and we gain a better understanding of all the resources that friends and neighbors can muster. And that is why the Rotary Foundation is making more grant funding available to communities dealing with COVID-19 challenges. And finally, Rotary connects us with ourselves. We are all born with different talents. Whether our strength is providing service on the ground or helping to administer projects from an office, Rotary gives each of us a chance to harness those talents, to show leadership by making a powerful impact in our community and in our world. Today, as many people around the world feel shut in and disconnected from making an impact, Rotarians and Rotaractors know that we have a voice and a role that we can continue to exercise through this crisis. While we may approach things differently, together we are so powerful. We represent an organization of 1.2 million inspired women and men who have come to Rotary with the goal of building a better world. Building a better world might seem like a daunting task until you understand the power of connection. Because it is the power of connection that will allow all of us to do the tasks we have set out to do. We have a proud legacy. One way that we demonstrate the power of our connections is by celebrating our historic and ongoing partnership with the United Nations. Rotary was there at the beginning of the UN. Every year, Rotary celebrates our enduring relationship with a UN Day, which we commemorated in 2019 in New York. In addition, this year we had planned to hold 4 presidential conferences in Santiago, Paris, Rome, and finally just before the convention in Honolulu. Sadly, all 4 conferences had to be canceled due to civil strife in Chile and the pandemic. But our relationship with the UN will endure and grow, and we look forward to future partnerships with them. The relationship with the United Nations is but one example of how, together, we can serve the world. Alone, we cannot provide clean water for all. Alone, we cannot eliminate hunger. Alone, we cannot eradicate polio. But together, of course we can. We have a proud legacy upon which to build. This year especially, we have furthered our legacy as Rotary connects the world. Rotary's impact on the world is up to you. You will have a lasting impact on the world, but you will not do it alone. We are Rotarians, Rotaractors, and supportive members of the family of Rotary. We are going to harness the power of connection, just as our organization has been doing now for over 115 years. We have a long, proud heritage, and we will continue to thrive because we are not afraid of change. Together, we are united to stay safe, but also to help others to stay safe. Together, we are united to stay healthy, but also to help others to stay healthy. Together, we are united to stay connected, but also to help others to stay connected. Together, we share the aloha spirit. Join me as we take action to lead communities both near and far as Rotary connects the world. Teşekkürler.
Mr. President, thank you very much for this inspirational speech. I'm sure all participants are enjoying their time while being enlightened from your and Rotary's vision. Now, taking this great opportunity, we have some questions in a preset order. I would like to take the first question from Rotary International District 2420 Governor Ezip Bayındır. Mr. Governor.
Yes. Hi, Mark. Hi, Gay. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hope you are fine.
I am very glad to see both of you, even if it is online in these difficult times of the world.
Thank you. My questions. At present, although we meet online, we may not be able to feel warmth of friendship and the collective drive which fosters doing good. Furthermore, we will not be able to reach people since personal interaction is and will be limited for some time. This time is estimated to be at least a year, even up until 2022. Meeting online may keep members happy for some time, but interest of members is bound to get disintegrated. When the pandemic is over, people's lifestyles, habits, and expectations might also be changed. Is Rotary International working on a plan to sustain appeal of Rotary and about what we can do to keep our members engaged during pandemic times and its aftermath? Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. I appreciate this question. First, before answering directly your question, I just want to say how proud I am of Rotarians that they have made the change, that they have made the turn to meeting virtually to maintain the connection. And I know that you have a very high percentage of your clubs in Turkey that continue to meet virtually, and that is very important. And we are Rotary International is most definitely giving serious consideration to what Rotary will look like at the end of this pandemic. We already have a committee looking at how Rotary is structured called Shaping Rotary's Future Committee, which has 2 past presidents, a past vice president, and many other knowledgeable Rotarians involved with the work of that committee. And that Shaping Rotary's Future Committee will certainly be looking at the long-term prospects. In addition, at this last board meeting, the board of directors directed the president and the president-elect to appoint a 9-member task force to look at the issues involved with virtual technology like Zoom and GoToMeeting and these other platforms, and to see how we can take advantage of that and to act very quickly on that. I agree with you. Right now, meetings on Zoom are very novel and people enjoy them because it maintains some connection. But week after week after week, for months and months, we must introduce some other aspects to continue to make the meetings more interesting. And hopefully we'll be in a time that even if we cannot have 50 people in a room together, we can still have some events, perhaps in an open park, where we maintain our social distance and have the opportunity to somewhat interact in person. I'm hopeful that we will not be stuck in our houses for the next 2 years. I'm not sure Gay and I can make it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So hopefully we will have those opportunities. Thank you very much for the question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we hope the same. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Now, the governor of another neighboring district, Rotary International District 2440 Governor Fatih Akçiçek, will ask his question. Mr. Governor.
Thank you. Dear President Mark and Gay, on behalf of all Rotarians, Rotaractors, and interactors of my district, I'm very glad to meet with you on this online meeting. A long list of planned activities has been cancelled due to COVID-19 crisis, including your second visit to our district. But somehow, Rotarians do not give up, and they are adapting themselves by very creative ideas and solutions. In our district, 87% of our clubs are now enjoying their Rotary online meetings. Recently, we have been unofficially informed, and it was confirmed by tonight's speech of yours, about the Rotary Virtual Convention. My request from you is to explain us about the concept of this convention. In terms of timing and content, will it be with the same agenda of traditional conventions? Thank you in advance for your reply, since we are also planning district conference virtually, and the concept of online convention will be inspiring for us. Thank you, President.
You're most welcome, Governor Fatih. Thank you very much for the question. We are very excited about the virtual convention. We were more excited about Honolulu, but we're now excited about the virtual convention. And so the virtual convention will be a series of short live stream presentations. On Saturday, June 21st, on Saturday, June 20, and Sunday, June 21, we will have a general session that will be 1 hour to 1 hour and 15 minutes in length. That I anticipate that to be at 8 o'clock Chicago time, which would be 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Turkey. 8 hours difference. And if you are planning a virtual district conference, you might want to plan your virtual district conference to be in the hours just before the virtual convention, or in the hours just after the virtual convention on that Saturday, June the 20th, or Sunday, June the 21st. Then on Monday, the 22nd, through Friday, the 26th, there will be 15 breakout sessions. 3 breakout sessions each day, 1 hour each, and one at 8 o'clock Chicago time, one at 12 noon Chicago time, and one at 6 p.m. Chicago time each day. So that last one may be a little late in Turkey. That will be 2 o'clock in the morning. But you will have the but everything will be recorded, and if you are not able to participate at the time of the initial presentation, you will be able to go back and play it later. And so this is what we are planning. There will be interpretation into all of the normal Rotary languages. Sorry, not Turkish, but you know, the French, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Korean, Mandarin, and maybe Italian. Anyway, and so we're very excited about it. There's a lot of work yet to do. Hopefully some of you may have seen the telethon that was just on Facebook Live a couple of hours ago. And this should be even a higher level than that. And I think it will be on a different platform, a live streaming platform, not on Facebook Live. But that's all still being worked out.
Okay. Thank you, President. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question and the answer about this online convention. There will be examples to our district conferences. And the next question is from Rotary International District 2430, 2019-2020 District Trainer and past District Governor Malik Aviral, for whom tonight is a special night, right, Mr. Governor?
Okay. My dear President Mark and Gay, first of all, thank you very much for attending our virtual meeting in our District 2430.
And happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Especially, it's an honor for me to have you with us tonight. Since today is my birthday, as you know, I am celebrating my birthday with Rotary International President Mark Daniel Maloney. I will never forget my birthday this year. Anyway, my question is related with the next Council on Legislation. Just after COVID-19 period, most probably we will return back to our new normal life. They call new normal. And once everything is back to new normal, first Council on Legislation will take place in 2022. What do you expect the three most important changes, or let's say some changes, in the manual of procedure will be after the next Council on Legislation in Rotary? Thank you, dear President Mark.
Well, that is, I think that you will see proposals from the Board of Directors looking at the future of Rotary and how Rotary is governed. I cannot predict what those recommendations will be for sure, but you know, we are working on, there's even some thoughts about regionalization in Rotary. And the Shaping Rotary's Future Committee is working right now very hard to make recommendations to the board to move forward. And I think that you will see a series of proposals from the Board of Directors in order to make this possible, to have a pilot program for a period of 3 years to see whether there's a new way of structuring ourselves. And you know, what is the role of districts? What's the role of district governors? Is it just a central governing body like the Board of Directors, or are there regional bodies? A lot of those sorts of questions will be addressed. But I don't know that I can come up with 3, but I think there will be, the 3 most significant will be in those areas. Thank you.
I thank you.
Thank you. Now at this online meeting, we have our youth representatives, our future in Rotary as well. First, Rotary International District 2430, Rotaract representative Gülsem Erdoğan will ask her question. Gülsem.
My dear Rotary International President and my Rotary family, I hope you are doing well and healthy. I would like to thank our President Mark and Melanie and for being with us at these meetings. We are honored to be with you in person and glad for having this chance to speak to you. As Rotaractors, more than 200 of us are at this meeting, and it made us feel very happy and motivated in this extraordinary station of the world. Besides the Rotaractors in my district, I'm also speaking on behalf of 2 more district representatives who are here as well. Without taking your time anymore, with all my respect, I would like to direct a question to you. It is about the updated in Legislative Council decisions. As everyone in this meeting agrees that Rotaract is no longer a program and has become an organization, as Rotaractors on which subject will start to be recognized by Rotary International. How will sponsor Rotary Club to have an effect on us, and should it be? What are the advantages of the new Rotaract formation? This is the end of my question. Thank you in advance for answering.
Thank you very much for this question. One of the most significant things that will be remembered about this time in Rotary will be the elevation of Rotaract, the decision that was made by the Council on Legislation in 2019 for Rotary International to become the association of Rotary clubs and Rotaract clubs. Rotaract is no longer simply a program of Rotary. It is a different club type. You have Rotary clubs, and then you have the Rotaract club type. And the Rotaract club type is designed for young adults. The changes that have been made allow for Rotaractors to play a role in district and international leadership. Rotaractors are now eligible for membership on all district committees and are eligible to be appointed to Rotary International committees. We also have permitted Rotaract clubs to make the decision about, well, unless they decide otherwise, there will be no maximum age limit on Rotaract clubs. And the purpose of that is so that we are not pushing 30-year-old young business professionals and business leaders out the door before they are ready to move into a Rotary club. By removing that age limit, hopefully those who are not quite ready to join a Rotary club will continue the relationship with Rotary through Rotaract, and then at a later time find the opportunity to move to a Rotary club. Or they may continue as a Rotaract club and the entire Rotaract club switch to becoming a Rotary club. I think this will have a tremendous impact upon the involvement of the younger generation in Rotary activities and give them a clearer path into Rotary membership. Thank you.
Thank you. This was a common question, not only from Rotaractors, but also from Rotarians. Thanks for clarifying. And the next question is from Rotary International District 2430 Interact representative, Erim Keskin. Erim?
Thank you. Hello, dear President. My question is, what kind of projects do you suggest for Interact during this coronavirus period?
I think the greatest challenge to Rotary, to Rotaract, to Interact is lack of innovation during this COVID-19 period. We must be prepared to innovate and to be flexible. And I firmly believe that Interactors and Rotaractors can lead the way. They can show us how virtual technology can just become a common part of our lives. I mean, here we used to think it was impossible, or it's only those few e-clubs that would do meetings online. And now, you know, Rotary clubs all over the world are doing it. We could never have imagined having a meeting of the Rotary International Board of Directors virtually. Yet, last week, I presided over 11 hours of meetings of the Board of Directors with 66 participants, including staff and directors-elect. And there were people in 19 countries, and we had the meeting in 7 languages. And it worked really very well. We had a few glitches, but they were very minor glitches. And I think interactors can take the lead in showing Rotarians how we can take advantage of virtual technology. For example, I think one of the biggest, right now, the biggest challenge is not connecting, it's not meeting, but how are we gonna, what sort of fundraising projects can we have in this virtual environment? You know, typical fundraising projects are dinners or parties or picnics or fairs. And how can we have effective online fundraising projects? And if interactors can come up with the ideas and show us the way, that will be one of the greatest contributions that Interact can make. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. And we have one more question. It's from past President Sedef Bircan. Mrs. President.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, dear President Mark Maloney and Gay, it's a pleasure to see you. However, it's not person in face-to-face, but here's my question. Well, in retrospect to the past, we have endured the 1918 Spanish epidemic, and we have been fighting against polio, which almost has been eradicated. And most recently, the world confronts the devastating COVID-19 pandemic. Assuming that there will be other global outbreaks, would you consider creating a scientific board consisting of Rotarians to work in collaboration with the World Health Organization? Because as we know, there are countless physicians and medical people among 1.2 million Rotarians. So maybe creating a scientific board consisting of Rotarians, again, to work with World Health Organization. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are very fortunate that we have a wonderful working relationship with the World Health Organization. In fact, on Monday, March the 16th, as I was announcing just before I announced to the staff my decision that we must cancel the Honolulu convention, I had the opportunity to personally consult by telephone with Dr. Bruce Aylward at the World Health Organization. And you may remember Dr. Aylward is leading the polio activities for WHO in the past, but he was actually the leader of the team that went to Wuhan, China when the coronavirus outbreak began. So we have a very good relationship. I think we need to remember what type of organization we are. We are not a medical organization. Yes, we have lots of doctors who are experts, but we have lawyers who are experts in their fields, and we have engineers who are experts in their field. I think we need to continue our partnership with the WHO and with similar organizations, UNICEF and the Centers for Disease Control. And we need to maintain our role as strong advocates and as people on the ground who can make things happen. We have a seat at the table. We are members. Rotary International is a member of various bodies, particularly dealing with polio eradication. And just like WHO has a representative on the Polio Oversight Board, Rotary International has a representative on the Polio Oversight Board. So I'll be frank with you, I don't see a Rotary panel of medical experts advising WHO. I think WHO has its network of medical experts, but I think we can assist them greatly in advocate. You know, right now, well, up until a few weeks ago, there was this strong movement, anti-vaccination movement in many parts of the world. I'm not so sure now that since everybody's waiting for a vaccine for COVID-19, that the anti-vaccination crowd may be a much smaller group going forward. And, you know, we need to maintain our advocacy and where all of us as Rotarians can help. Thank you.
Thank you. We had some very nice questions and answers so far, and there are many more waiting. We are getting messages from the chat screen to ask questions, and I also see people raising their hands. But I would like to ask District Governor Hakan Karaalioğlu if he has any additional comments or any questions.
Well, thank you very much, Emre. Well, I'm again very much pleased to welcome Mark and Gay. Well, at least, as my wife said, I want to hug and I want to shake the hands. But it's very unfortunate that we couldn't do that. But those days will come because we have a very good leader, also a very good lady supporting our leader. Mainly, I do not have any questions, but just to have a shorten my speech, I didn't mention about few of the projects in detail. One of them was, unfortunately, we haven't seen the video that is Run Anatolia. Mainly Olympus Rotary Club and also Serdar İlkmen did a good job for this and donated a lot of fund and created a lot of opportunities for the children. And also there is a GICA project, Entrepreneur Women Project, that reached to 1,000 people, and also in this 30 clubs joined with other organizations. From the beginning, also Levent Çolak, Rotarian Levent Çolak did a good job. I appreciate to him. And the last one, and also there is a great movie, and that will be distributed. That is the disabled people to the Nebrut Mountain. This could also be seen our videos. Most probably, Cengiz, you are going to add all those videos to our program in YouTube. Then that would also be seen. I also want to thank to all governors, assistant governors, and also the Rotarians and presidents. I know the time difference. At the moment, it's 1 o'clock in other countries. It's about, say, 10 minutes past 10. It is about 10 minutes past 1 in the morning in some of the regions that joined to us. I thank to all of them. And also Gay and Mark, your involvement, also your support. We always feel ourselves strong and also very, very happy of working together under your leadership. Your smile, Gay, is giving us an encouragement. You're also very generous approaches, Mark, giving us also big strength. We feel ourselves very comfortable. I really appreciate to each and everyone, all my past presidents, also the past district governors, my past district director. It is fortunate that today my district trainee, Malik Aviral's birthday. It is just a good coincidence, but thank you very much that we are all celebrating. That should be a very interesting day. About 1,000 people, Malik Bey, is celebrating your birthday. Mark and Gay and everybody. Thank you very much. All your time, all your effort, and also being with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.